The Honda Accord is essentially the benchmark for the mid-size sedan segment. And for 2023, the top trims are hybrid only. So how efficient will this Accord Touring be? Today, we're going to find out. This is Chris here with Daily Motor, and today we've got the real-world highway fuel economy test on the 2023 Honda Accord Touring. Before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. So this is a top trim Honda Accord. It's pretty loaded up, and it's all new for 23. It's got a full new look inside and out. Pretty consistent with the design language we've been seeing with other Hondas ever since the new Civic came out last year. The Accord, the CR-V, the Pilot, they all kind of share this same language, and I'm a pretty big fan of it. I think it's nice and grown up, and it still looks like an Accord. So they've gotten the point across here with this new Accord, but how efficient will this thing be? Let's go ahead and find out. So then, why do we run this test? Well, the EPA's fuel economy test, which gives this Honda Accord Hybrid Touring 41 MPG on the highway, only averages 48 miles per hour, and we know that some people like to take their cars on actual road trips. So what we're going to do today is go out 50 miles and back 50 miles, averaging 70 miles per hour to get a more real-world figure. A couple of things worth noting for today's test. Outside temperature is 46 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to be running the climate control inside the cabin at 73 degrees auto. Tire pressures have been set to their factory door placard indicated 35 PSI front and 32 PSI rear cold. And we'll be using the same gas pump both times using the same 3-click filling method to get the most accurate results possible. Okay, let's hop out, grab our first fill. Just over 5 gallons going in there for our first fill. Trip is reset, climate is set to 73 auto. And we are setting off here in the new Accord. Now, we've got 4 drive modes here in this new Honda Accord: individual, sport, normal, and econ. Of course, today we'll be running in eco mode to give this Accord the best odds of meeting its EPA estimate of 41 MPG highway. Try to lose a wheel here through the minefield. Okay, we made it. No, we haven't made it yet. Okay, now we've made it. All right, highway's about a half mile away. I'm gonna drive nice and slowly, and I will update you all once I am merging on. Now, the purpose of this test is not to hypermile. I'm simply going to merge onto the highway, set the cruise control to a GPS indicated 72 miles per hour, and just drive like any normal person would. Okay, looks like 73 on the car is our indicated 72 there on the GPS. It's going back and forth between 72 and 3. But I think having it set 73 here will better average our 70 mile per hour speed. So we're gonna leave it on 73 on the car, 72 right out there on the GPSs. So under first impressions here, this Accord it's great. I mean, a lot of people overlook sedans, of course, in today's market, but sedans are nice in the way that they're very slippery, very quiet, and very roomy. I mean, I've got a ton of room in this thing. If I had backseat passengers, they'd have a ton of legroom back there as well. And it's great to see the Honda Accord still being a solid contender in the mid-size segment. So, what do we have in here as far as driver aids go to help us out on this highway trip? Well, we have a number of things. We have radar cruise, which you can adjust here, your distance. You've got 4 options for that. You've also got steering assist, which you can toggle on with this button down here. And that's pretty much all you need. So we're going to see how this works. It works really well in the Civic, so I imagine that it'll work the same here in the Accord. We've got this big new infotainment screen. We've got a Bose sound system in this Touring model, and it's shaping up to be a pretty good trip here in this Honda Accord. The only thing I want to mention before I let you guys go and we get into the time lapse is that I'm not expecting this to fully meet its EPA rating. And let me tell you why. We do this real world test at 70 miles per hour to give you guys, well, real world numbers. And with the EPA testing at a lower speed for highway, usually hybrids don't do quite as well. The only exception for this was the Kia Niro actually did meet its EPA rating as a hybrid, but usually hybrids miss them by a few MPG, so I'm expecting high 30s for this car. If I had to guess, I'd say somewhere around 37 or 38. So we'll see how that pans out. It's worth mentioning also that during the week, while we've been driving this Honda Accord in mixed driving scenarios, we have been doing about 44 MPG. So as for mixed driving, it does meet its EPA rating, but I'll be curious to see what this thing does at a 70 mile per hour average. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get settled in here in the new Accord, and well, I'll catch up with you all here in about 90 or so miles. Wrapping up our drive here in the 23 Honda Accord Touring and indicated on the cluster 36.3 MPG. So pretty much what I expected. I was saying earlier, somewhere around 37, 38, so 36 isn't too far off from that. To give a bit of an explanation, which I failed to do earlier, the reason hybrid cars do better at lower speeds is because at lower speeds, the battery and the electric motor are able to take over for the internal combustion engine, so it doesn't have to run as much. Therefore, you get better gas mileage. So at 70 miles an hour, it's not able to do that as much. The only time you'll really see it kicking in and doing any sort of work is on downhill sections. So, like I said, I expected, somewhere in the high 30s, which is pretty much what we've done today. We'll have to see once we get to the pump what this thing reads out. But as far as driving impressions goes, highway impressions, it's been a pretty good thing to live with. The seats are nice and supportive. The sound system, the Bose sound system is great. It's nice that Honda finally gives us a branded audio system in this thing. So that has been nice. Otherwise, I don't know, it's just been a car, and the lane keep assist is not as good as I was hoping. It works, it does the job, but it's not as good as something you'd find in a Kia, which is a little bit disappointing. But it's a little bit more recent for Hondas. They've only had it going for a couple of years now, so we'll give them the early pass here. So I'm going to go ahead, get off the highway here, wrap up my last little bit of driving, and I'll catch up with you all once I have brimmed the tank on the 23 Accord Hybrid. 2.713 gallons going in there for our final fill. Today's trip was 102.32 miles. We'll go ahead and divide that by the 2.713 gallons of regular fuel that we put into this Accord, and that gives us 37.7 MPG. Pretty consistent with what we were reading out on the cluster, a little bit higher. Towards the end, we were reading out just about 36.5. So this is like a mile per gallon higher than what the car was reading out. I think it's safe to say, right in the middle, we'll award this thing with 37 MPG. Again, based off of what I explained earlier, this is about what I was expecting for this car, so no real disappointment here for the Accord Hybrid. Let's go ahead and multiply this by the 12.8 gallon capacity fuel tank, and that gives us an effective highway cruising range of 480 miles. You can still go a pretty decent distance here in this Accord, not quite the 500 mile mark that we'd like to see, but nevertheless, it's a pretty small tank, and for this being just a hybrid sedan, 37 MPG, not the best that we've seen. I think the Camry did like 40 or something. At least from my experience, I took a Camry on a huge trip and it did like 40. So a little bit below that. It was a little bit on the colder side today, but and also we're in the Touring with larger wheels. If you opt for the lower trim car, EPA rates that like 3 MPG higher on the highway than the Touring. So all good things to keep in mind, but that'll wrap it up for us today. 37 MPG, 480 miles of effective highway cruising range. So Thank you all so much for watching. If you are curious to learn more about the new 23 Accord, make sure you check the link in the description. That'll take you to our full review as well as Charlie's sound system demo on this Bose sound system. But that'll wrap it up for us today. Thank you again all so much for watching. This has been Chris here with Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.